teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Come on. Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here in Vegas. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone.
ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Lions 14, Raiders 0. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made that time by Louis McNeil.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
You could almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And some room to roam now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 21-7.
Raiders 7. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Well, he's got Dorsett complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
It's caught here by Adams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because
he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. They'll run on first down. Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to... That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. On second down, it's Gibbs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 3 yards out. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 23-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Wait.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Counter play with Jacobs. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Well, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Final minute now, the third quarter.
2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. So like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up and scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is me, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make better get around right now.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some lies to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
never being